Subscribe to our channel.
Let's look at this page from Luz Sees the Light.
This place needs a lot of work to turn it into a community garden. We need soil and plants and benches and maybe a playground. And hey, what about a place for a band to play? Or we could use that wall for outdoor movies. This is a great idea. I just need to get lots of neighbors on board. So I gotta make posters and flyers. But I think I need to apply for permission from the city first, and... Whew, this is already exhausting. Flump.
Good reading. What do you see?
Well, there's a big picture that shows Luz in the middle of the city, and there are things like bags of trash and old tires and furniture that's been dumped.
Do we need the author's words to imagine the setting in this part of the story?
No, 'cause we just have to look at the main picture. We see what Luz is seeing.
What else is on this page?
Speech bubbles. They show what Luz says.
Right. So how are we supposed to read those speech bubbles? In what order?
From top to bottom, right?
That's right, top to bottom.
And then there are also 2 close-up pictures of Luz. Those are a lot smaller.
Great observation. Do you know who drew those pictures?
Nope.
It wasn't the author, was it?
It was. The same person who wrote the story drew all the illustrations. Pretty talented, huh?
Wow.
So let's think about how she used text and illustrations to help us understand more about Luz. To start out, what is Luz's first, main idea?
That the city lot needs a lot of work to turn into a community garden.
Where do you see that?
In that close-up picture at the top.
What things does Luz say next? And how does what she says relate to her main idea?
Well, she names things she'll need to do to turn the lot into a community garden.
Yeah, and while she's walking around, she comes up with other ideas, like having a playground, and a place where a band can play.
And a place to show movies.
Hey, why are there 5 pictures of Luz in the main picture? Or are those other kids?
I think those are all Luz.
But the author could have drawn 5 smaller frames, like she did in the other parts of the story, with speech bubbles in each frame that said one of Luz's ideas.
You're right, but instead she drew the main picture so that we're seeing the scene from way above it.
Well, let's think about how Luz is feeling at this point.
Excited.
So why do you think the author drew those broken lines, the ones you see around the speech bubbles?
I don't know.
I think it's to show that Luz is walking around the city lot, and while she's walking, she gets more and more ideas. And each idea is in a speech bubble.
Oh yeah, it's like when you first get a big idea and then you come up with more ideas. Maybe that's what's happening to Luz.
I think you're right. So you're both saying that the broken lines and all the speech bubbles help us see how excited Luz is.
Yeah,
right.
That's what it looks like to me too. Okay, now let's compare and contrast the 2 close-up illustrations. How would you compare or contrast those?
Well, in the top one, Luz is really excited about her project, and maybe hopeful. See the funny smile on her face?
But in the bottom one, she's not hopeful or excited at all.
So how does she feel in the bottom one?
I think tired.
And what visual clues make you think that?
Those curved lines. And that word flump. She's just plopped herself down on that trunk, or whatever that thing is. And the drops of sweat mean she's been working hard.
And look at the way her arms are over her eyes. She's probably thinking like, this project is more than I can handle.
Good thinking. So what have we learned from the illustrations that we wouldn't have known just from reading the text in the speech bubbles?
Well, we know what the city lot looks like when Luz has her idea to make it beautiful for the neighborhood.
And how Luz feels at first.
And that later, Luz isn't feeling very hopeful about her idea.
Great work, you two. Let's look at
Don't forget to like to subscribe to more videos. See you.